So we are entering officially in Meghan Markle's boss girl era, the entrepreneurship, I don't know, age or something like that. Maybe this is finally her, not her final form, but her next form after having how many rebrands already? With for first of all, American Riviera, Orchard, then As Ever, right? And then it's gonna be like Ocean Pacific or something like that. I don't know. It's this is, you know how this is going. She's branding herself as this very LinkedIn. Oh my God, this very LinkedIn kind of woman, like who's an entrepreneur with so much success with her jam. Yeah, that is real. And she was hanging out with Emma Greed. I always say Emma Gerd. I don't absolutely have anything to complain about Emma. I really don't know what is her background, but I don't know why she insists of hanging out with Meghan. So that tells a lot about her. So you know that you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. You remember that he was on Emma's podcast, and Emma must have noticed was the reaction to that podcast, so she's doubling down, I guess. And Meghan was I have to congratulate the Duchess of Sussex because her trousers were not sweeping the floor. Good job for your tailor. You have a tailor. Maybe the reason is that she went what? She made sure, maybe it was not her tailor, maybe that she made sure to raise her pants. This is not AI. This is unedited. We need to be talking about that. We need to be addressing that in every single picture. What is the world have gotten to? I remember when I made this masterpiece. Where is it? This masterpiece. You remember this? You remember this picture, right? You remember it. If you have been watching the Royal Rogue for some time, you remember that this was made in the pre-AI era. No AI was used to make this timeless classic. Only pure craftsmanship from yours truly and a good dose of Photoshop back in the day. And yes, I'm very proud of this. And of course, since it was so successful, I had to do a matching one for Harry, so Harry didn't feel bad about this, or feel excluded. You know that when Harry feels excluded, I don't feel well about that. So again, that reminded me of the way that Meghan made sure for her trousers not to be sweeping the floor. But let's talk about the event itself. I found it funny. That one. Standards, when you almost knock out Meghan Markle at a dinner table. Yeah, almost. Emma almost knocked out Meghan. Look at Emma. She was really passionate speaking, and then she almost pokes Meghan with her elbow, and you can imagine Meghan, being there, like she's talking, and she's the center of attention. How come she's the center of attention? I don't know what Emma was saying. I could say that I didn't even care about that. And at some point, it seems that Meghan was upset of being interrupted. I'm going to play this. Maybe this is worthwhile to play the audio from this. I'm sorry about this. It's too loud. This is too loud.
I can do it. You know I can do it.
Oh my God! That was a very long blink. You know what? Look at Meghan's face. I'm gonna play this in real time. I'm gonna mute this and play this in real time. And you already know. You remember from my Body Language Guy channel. My Body Language Guy channel. Those long blinks from Meghan is that she's losing patience really fast. And what else do we have about this except for the fashion part of the night? What do we have here? We have a clip. Of them celebrating Princess Carparkle. No sooner did Meghan get home to my babies, quote unquote, than she was out once again. This time at a dinner hosted by Emma Greed for her a seat at the table, hosted at interior designer Kelly Whistler's home. The the devil works hard, but Markle works harder. Yeah, that is the grind, babe. That is the grind. So we have this. This is muted. We can play this. This is from Emma's on Instagram. The whole enchilada is so important to be posting all this. So to prove that it happened, if it's not on Instagram, it means that it never happened. Thanks to Nancy Sidley for pointing this out. Oh, King's Foundation must immediately strip Emma Grede from being an ambassador. This is outrageous. Emma cannot be trusted to do the work on behalf of the King for the good of the people of the UK and the Commonwealth. And I didn't know that she was an ambassador to the King's Foundation, but here we are. So I guess that they should be aware of this in some way or another. And also, Nancy Sidley, Emma is being managed by WME, that for all intent and purposes we think that is still working with Meghan to manage whatever her brand is right now. Maybe when she got to the end of the line with Netflix and she decided to jump on let's make you a boss girl right now and make sure that people talk about you in these terms of girl bossing and LinkedIn speech. I'm gonna play this. Not play, just put this screenshot. That is the current status of Meghan. I say that is nice. That is nice. Maybe she's going to run with another company, but the thing that I don't understand is that she starts with Archewell. She wanted to do the Sussex Royal thing that did not work because of reasons. Then she went with Archewell. She should be, quote unquote, running that right now. That she began doing these visits to other countries, and then she realized that not every country wanted the grifters of Montecito or invite them to their soil. And she also realized that there was no money involved. And if there was money involved, if any country was willing to pay money to them, then people would find out instantly, which was not good for her humanitarian brand, which at the same time is not humanitarian. The only humanitarian posting is Harry trying to mimic Diana with those minefield walks. But then she realized that, there's no money for the philanthropic efforts. That's one thing. You need the money for that. There's no money in visiting countries. There's no money with posting. Oh, we need to do something about this. And we no longer have the Netflix contract. Now, what should we do? Well, she had one company, right? We could call it one company because as ever was American Riviera Orchard initially. And now is whatever it's going to be. But it doesn't look like she's going to be selling more jam or something. Again, I don't think that she's going to make millions selling jam, so she has to move on to the next we could say project. What is that? What is the project? Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea. I see the reports that she's trying to register a brand called Ocean Pacific or something like that. We already have a brand, OP, the 80s clothing brand. But again, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.